see the banner behind you for Path to Redemption. So from my understanding, you started Path to Redemption while you were still serving time.
Yeah.
Just speak on getting to that point where it's like, I'm becoming a better person, showing signs of growth, and now I want to share my gifts with others and using this path.
Yeah, that was key, because after a few years inside of the prison system, through journaling, reading books, I'm like investing my money in books, and my mind is completely different. My conversation was different. I didn't no longer wanted to hang with my homeboys who wasn't really about elevation. You know, a lot of people inside of the prison, they're just content with where they're at, and I'm like, I need to be elevated. I'm going to elevate. And they were like, yo, man, you got a life sentence. Why do you need to go get a GED? Why are you reading so many books? Why are you talking different? You know, so I'm like, because they was like, man, you're going to die in prison with a life sentence. And that just goes to show you the mindset of my homeboys. They didn't have any hope. So I started separating myself from them. And I was like, I can't, because as a man thinking, so see, if I continue internalizing what they project on me, before you know it, I will become a product of my prison environment. And I was like, I refuse to do that. So that book, James Allen, As a Man Thinker, I started creating these curriculums around positive thinking, daily affirmations. And I started finding a few individuals inside of the prison environment like, hey, man, they was like, man, you different. I'm like, it was like, you different. I'm like, yeah, I'm different. Like, yo, I heard you serving life, man. What makes you so content and happy and thriving in this environment? I said, man, here's a book that I read that changed my mindset. And from there, through my journaling, I started seeing a value in the information I shared about myself in my journal. I started creating a curriculum, what is called the 5 Stages of Incarceration, which eventually I went on and wrote a book once I got out of prison called the 5 Stages of Incarceration. But it was all about the different stages that I was going through in prison. But the last stage of that was transformation and redemption. And I think that every person in prison want to be transformed and live a life of redemption, but didn't know how to reach it. So I taught those principles of that.